Hey, here we go. Here we go. It's Thursday night. It's not quite the weekend, but I'm still feeling good. Still feeling pretty good. I'm even indulging. Maybe I shouldn't, but I'm even doing evening coffee on a Thursday night, even though I got a day job work tomorrow. I want the juice. I want the freedom. I want the caffeine rampaging through my neurons. And that bitter burnt taste of beans. That's what I want. All right. I got some pretty cool recent progress to demo. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to hit the play button. Now, if you've already played this level or seen all kinds of stuff about it, this won't be much of a test. But pretend I'm a magician, and I'm going to do a trick. Now, pay attention. Okay, so this is the very first level of the game. It's also the very first screen of the game. We do the thing where you just start the player playing right at the beginning. Now there was a problem with this level. 4 people that tried it for the very first time without any preparation. They went off this way first. Now did you notice, here's the, hey, Ian Constantine, did you notice on the way down when you were watching the camera zoom in, did you notice the present off to the east, off to the right? My hope is that even though it was there and you could have seen it, there was enough stuff distracting you that you might not have noted it as a target to move towards after you got to the bottom. Because that's what everybody did before. What I did is I hid it in clouds. So now a player without that target, my hope is they'll stay more focused on the center, which has something interactable, this portal thing, and they'll start it. And if they really are the type that doesn't like to miss something on the first level and they want to explore everything carefully, then they can go out and wander around. Okay? Now after they've played the game for a little bit, and they've noticed the pattern that every level seems to have one of those presents, they will probably backtrack to this level and hunt around for that present and find it. But I don't want them to just run off the first thing they do once they touch, well, they were always on the ground, but once the camera gets down low. I'll show it to you again, and this time you'll know that the present's over there off to the east, and you'll see how it's visible, but it's much less obvious that it's something that you might want to move off towards. Also, I think the clouds look more interesting than what we had before. So you're coming to this level, a more seasoned player, you're specifically looking for the present. You're scanning this whole thing here, you're saying, okay, is there something over there? Is there something over there maybe? So now it's, if you're looking for it, I think you're likely to find it. Then there's a bit of maneuvering to get over to it. So yeah, that's just a pretty subtle touch to try to get the first level experience to be the best it can be. Wow, let's not flatter myself. The very best it can be, come on. But better than it was before, and pretty good, and decent, and maybe a few people will be impressed. Okay, the other thing I want to demo. Gonna go see Billy's animated face in game, because that got hooked up yesterday. It works pretty well, better than I expected. It was actually the very first time that I myself saw all the parts animated. This is a junkie test level. Okay. So for the uninitiated, the way that faces work in this game is they sort of... Oh, crap. Oh, man. Wait a minute. Ian, is this... Did you have a different handle earlier? I'm just checking to see if I've got like two people confused or something. But anyways, you're tired. You're tired. I will catch you later. Okay, the way that faces work is they're 2D art that hovers over the top of the character. And if you move around, they fade out a little bit so that they won't get in your way as you're actually trying to do things with the level. And faces, they've got... Okay, Ian, I'll see you. Have a good night. Faces, they've got 11 different emotions. And I had M's done much earlier, but that was the only face I had for the longest time. And Billy, her main antagonist, is, he's got a lot of things to say. He's quite a character. So I finished him. Now we have, two different faces, and they can talk to each other, and it doesn't look like the same person talking to themselves. Each time I move, it cycles through his emotions. Anyways, all the parts that go with him. The eyes will tend to look at whoever they're talking to, but there's some randomization. They'll go different directions every once in a while to look more natural. There's blinking that happens automatically. And then the talking down here, it's ready to be hooked up to Viseme events that show proper lip sync animation to audio, but we'll need the audio first before we can do that. There's a whole schedule of things that need to happen. The story needs to be finalized, the dialogue written up, the actors scheduled, the VO recorded, edited, chopped up into pieces that correspond to the lines in the game, and then the Visime animation authoring on the audio clips. It'll all happen though. It'll happen this year. So that's Billy. If I push him, he runs around, his head hovers on top of him. There's different events that cause the faces to disappear, if it's a good idea. So, like if I drop off the side of this cliff, they disappear because it's just weird to show them from that particular camera angle. So anyways, that's what I got. That's what I got. So I put, for this session, I just put grab bag up at the top. Meaning I thought I'd pick some items from my backlog and just work through them. I got some bugs to fix, you know, stuff like that. So I think that's what this session is. Nothing too grandiose. And I'm going to start. Done demoing. Now I'm working. Let me see what I got in the backlog. I feel like I got enough gumption in me for a medium-sized task. I'm also thinking of the playtesters making another pass through the levels and what they might complain about. I think I'll put a few little bumps on some of these so that it's easy to see what might be important. I'm kind of inclined to work on this because I was just in that code. This is an easy one to fix, and it's ahead of some of the players. So is this. I think I'm going to take out view squares for now. Oh, this is done. Do I need this? Because this will be complicated. Do I need this? I don't know. I don't know about all that. I'll mold over further. Let's see. This one I fixed a while back. All right, let's just get my brain working. I'll do these two first. Pretty easy bugs to fix. Just get my brain working. Let's go to the first one, chaotic greens. Everything looks brown because I've got the Unity fog on, which they should call it something besides fog, because everyone thinks of fog as being like volumetric fog, just intuitively. It's worth something, this effect, but it's definitely not, never feels like fog, and everyone's disappointed, like, oh, I just get to automatically add fog to my scene? That should just be called something like I don't know, aerial perspective or something like that. Well, that's confusing in its own way. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this one, I think it was... She's one too high. Is that right, though? Because I don't see her one too high. Maybe I already fixed that one? Let me check it. Interesting. So I think she's not one too high. It looked like the guide was, though. Okay, so there is a legit bug there. I didn't fix it. Let me just make sure. You're at 77. Z is a little screwy. Let's fix that. That might be the cause of it, actually. Let's do minus 60. All right, let's try that. That fixes it. Okay, good. I do gotta say, I was thinking of putting these all inside of Jira. God damn, that would be so much less efficient than just having this backlog inside of here. To have one ticket per item that I fix, pain in the ass. That wouldn't be that good. I do like this road mapping feature of Jira, but I don't. Anyways, I'm just trying to do some more advanced project tracking, and I'm realizing that some of the stuff that I might track inside of official software for tracking issues and projects would actually be a lot slower than my little one-man backlog. So I think some different solution than what I was originally planning to do from 2 days ago. Okay, crawl space. Let's move on. Where was that Z fighting? Where was it? Can I see it in the editor? Okay, Did I write exactly where it was? That's helpful if I did. Nope, I did not. Worst case, I can go back to Schick's playthrough and look at the video and see what was Z fighting. It might be like a Windows only thing too, which would suck. I hate that. Okay, one of the buildings I said. Which, in the vague way I use it, could mean almost any of these things. Maybe that there. No. I think that's just, that there is just my shader. Put that back. Let's hit play and see what it looks like from inside the game. Ah, did I see it? That looks like the shader though. Which technically is a bug, but it's probably one I could live with. Anyways, I will, in the scene view, I'll go and see if there's something screwy over there. That's the same place I already checked. I remember it as being something visible from the bottom floor, so I'm not going to solve ahead to get to the upper floor. Let me just see if I can find anything on this other side. It looks just like all one block, so that one's fine. It was really clear though when I saw it before. It was like, yeah, that's definitely Z fighting. I might have to look at the video again. Don't want to, but I think that is probably the next thing to do. I'm not seeing it. Z-fighting means you've got two surfaces that are covering the same exact area, and they're fighting to see which one will be presented. And it typically looks like a shimmering effect. Okay, while I look up the exact video and go onto my private board, I'm going to go into big stupid head mode. So as not to be oversharing. Okay, so I think it was round 13 again. Near the southwest platform is what he said. Okay, and I've got the video. I'm going to bring up the video. I'm going to see exactly where he's talking about it. And I'll let you watch along with me, dear viewer, in a second.
All right.
Alright, which one you going to next? Not that one. Not that one. Thank you, sir. Davey, good to see you. All right, then this is the point where Matt said, I'm going to be more intentional about where I go instead of just playing through all the levels. The fork you went back to. Okay, cool. Now where are you going? Paradise? Okay, skip that. Oh yeah, where'd you get with it though? I've never had that feeling like, whoa, I could make a game in a day, that's cool. I've never had that feeling. Like, to me, it's like just always, it seems like it would circumvent the real thing that would be fun for me, to put the time limit on it. But there is something to that approach, though. I don't poo-poo it. It reminds me a little bit of, like, if you are... Here it is. Okay, hold on. I think I might have just saw it, too. Like, when you go to drawing classes where there's some model or something that everyone's drawing at one time... There it is. Okay, it's on that one pillar right there. Got it. They do these warm-up exercises. Where you just kind of get loose and, instead of focusing on getting all the details right, you see if you can capture the essence in a quick burst of expression. There might be something like that in doing lots of prototypes. Also, it doesn't lock you into one thing for a long time that might not be like your calling. So, I do see like value in like just extreme prototyping. But for me, it's not as fun. It's not as fun to just make lots of prototypes. It just isn't. So that's how I end up working on these games that last multiple years. That's the way my brain's wired. Okay, so now I know where the problem appears. It's here. But this seems like an unlikely thing that would cause it. Let's see what's actually here. Yeah, very unlikely. Especially when I wasn't able to reproduce it locally. No, it's not necessarily I could see how that could work. That's cool. I don't know about this block though. Why? Now, this is just a simple quad. Why would it give me grief? I'm just going through bugs and fixing them. I gotta look at this one more time. So it was quite a ways in. Paradise. Okay, I think it was right after this one. So this is a play tester video, and I'm just finding the bug that he found and seeing if I can reproduce it and fix it. Yeah, that one. Okay, I'm gonna watch you again. Yeah, it just looks just like Z fighting and nothing else to me. Alright, please go back there. Is it consistently Z fighting? Yeah, it's just all over the place. What's special about that thing? Or is that my shader? But if so, why would my shader care about that surface and no others? It doesn't help that I can't see the problem at all on my machine. You know what I'll do? Instead of agonizing over it, I'll just create a new game object and replace the old one. It's probably going to fix it. Probably just got some garbagey game object right there. So I'll come back down. Maybe, but it's the same texture. It could be like I screwed up the UV mapping in some unexpected way by opening a dialog or clicking a button accidentally. It could be something like that, but it's okay, your whole game is weird. let's just make sure that didn't screw anything up. Your whole game is racist. I feel like trolling people some days and just release a game, call it the racist game. It just doesn't actually have to be racist. Just call it the racist game and see what happens. The racist sexist game. Racist against Canadians. Okay, this is fine. Put that one down. Put that one in the done pile. Save that. Well, I am mad at Canada for not letting me go to Canada. I'm just gonna say it's fixed. I mean, probably. Oh, here, let me. It says fixed. Is he fighting on the southwest building? Check video. Check round 13 video. All right. This one's been bugging me for a while. Let me see if I can get this one. In the egg, in the egg, in the egg. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm interested, but I don't know what you mean. Is it like the LOD bias? Well, there is one thing I know about, which is the LOD bias. I think that would make, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested, but yeah, I guess I don't have enough information yet to know how to do it. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you 52 bonus points if you know whose face this is. The hint is I did not want to show the more recognizable version of the face, because it would get too much of a reaction, and it wasn't my point to like give people an immediate shocked reaction when they saw it. Let's see. So let me think. See if I can reproduce this problem. It's gonna take a long time to reproduce. That's the one problem. Technically, it's not a cutscene because you can play the whole time. Okay, so the bug is that sometimes, not all the time, it's intermittent. If I go into the portal square, it won't show the right animation. Okay, there it is. Okay, I think I might know how to reproduce it. Thank you. It seems to be maybe if I am already in the middle of one animation, like a walk animation, and then the next one starts up, it doesn't transition over. It might be something like that. It's definitely some kind of timing issue. Well, you're going to get a chance to see it a whole bunch of times tonight if you stick around, because I'm debugging this particular problem. You'll get sick of it. Okay. So, if my theory's right, it'll work because I come to a full stop and then I press one time. Okay, then I get the correct body animation. Okay, so maybe I figured out how to reproduce it. I'll tell you, the animation controller stuff in Unity, if I was writing it out from scratch, I wouldn't use the animation controller. There's all these weird little issues with it. Just take a look at all this stuff. Okay. I just want a way where I can just say definitely you're gonna play that animation, because it looks like she's curling up and preparing for a dive if the animation plays, but otherwise it looks like she's just like this flat, lifeless toy if it gets skipped. So, okay. I always forget which window everything's into. Okay, M controller. There we go. Portal. So that's the one. Maybe there's something like I can just explicitly say this animation will play instead of setting the variable that it's waiting to look at and transition to. Yeah, so like it feels like the code here is correct, because most like it'll like all these things, they work the same way. You'll begin in any state, or well, whatever state you happen to be in, and then it'll say, well, if action number equals 9, then we're going to portal. If action number equals something else, we're going to go to cower. Maybe I should understand these settings better. Let me look at those. Let's just pick one that I don't understand and learn about it, and that'll take me to the official page that has all the other ones. Okay, maybe it's not so much that I want this one to be interruptible. It's perhaps the other animations that should be interruptible. All right, Davey. Hope you drop me an awesome video sometime so I can check out your work on this new thing. Catch you later. Alright, so this represents the exact time at which transition can take effect. So from the starting animation, we'll say it's representing normalized time. For example, exit time of 0.75 means that when you get through one of the other animations, when you get to the 75%, it's saying it'll be ready to be exited. I don't think I'm using this has exit time. Okay, I might have to read this blog post. But let me just look at what I've got here already. So, thinking about what might be playing right before. Could be stand. In which case it seems like maybe it works when you do that. Let's see. Left step. Yeah, I kind of don't understand this. Maybe I can do something with the animation controller code. M controller. I'm going to read this. So maybe I was already transitioning from, say, walk to stand. And then I tried to transition again to the portal animation. And that caused the issue. Maybe that's it. How old is this? 2016? Maybe it still applies. Alright, I feel like I could really screw it up after I get to making changes, so it's a great time to do some git commit. So okay. Okay, I kind of like this actually. I think I'd be inclined to try it without the ordered interruption. This is a good blog post. It might help me. I spent so much time being grumpy at various figures at Unity. I feel like I need to swing the other way when somebody does something that's helpful. Shower praise on them. Quite sensible. If we change the interruption source to next state, A to C and A to D can no longer interrupt the transition regardless of their order. Okay. So if I've understood that right, I need to take the other states, or the other the walking ones, and make them so that they will interrupt. Okay, let's try that. Okay, there's some problem where it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Clearly the animation is not being completed. Sometimes it is. Oh, left versus right. So every other one is showing an animation. Okay, that did not play. Did not play. Oh, well, this one didn't have this set, so I got this. Turn off ordered interruption. Okay. Well, if I set something else. I know, I'm just kind of mumbling unintelligible things. Alright, so if I set them both the same way, what kind of behavior do I get? So it felt like it kind of forgot that I set one of them. So I'm a little cautious. Alright, so I think The most likely thing is now left and right will both have that animation not playing problem. But let's see. Yeah, so they both have that problem. And let me see if... No, there I got the animation. What does it mean? Although I wasn't really that able to reproduce. I wasn't reliably able to reproduce the leap animation problem before. Let me do this. I'll go ahead and save, and I'll go to a test level so I don't have to wait for that whole thing at the beginning. And I'll see if I can get this interruption source stuff to work and not disable the normal walking animations as a result. And once I get that in place, then I can come back to this level and see if I can fix everything at one time. And there's like too much shit going on this level. I wouldn't mind deleting a few things. Alright. I guess Billy needs to stay. Goldie can go away. Okay. So M controller. Let's just verify the bad behavior to start. Yeah, we've just like totally lost the stepping animation. Other animations are fine. Get rid of Billy. Okay, that's fine. That's what I was hoping to confirm. Just so I don't go crazy. You want to just be very clear when there's a bug and that it doesn't go away in some weird, inexplicable fashion. New article from Matt Taibbi on my phone. Okay, so left step, right step, left step, right step, left foot, right foot. Maybe... What is this one? Is this can transition to self? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what it was. That's not gonna help me that I know of. Could it be that Could it be that there's some kind of attempt to continuously go to left step or right step, and it's oh, you know what's more likely? What's more likely is that stand is getting called before the animation is completed, and it's interrupting it. And I can leave this up while it's playing. I always forget I can do that. That's like one of the good things about this tool. One of the few good things about this tool. Okay, so I should definitely do that. Let's set the game in non-maximized, and I'll be able to see what's going on a little bit better. Hit play on this baby. Okay, then we'll bring up the animator window. Maybe that's a good place for it. Now let's put it over here. Okay. There we go. So then, so the stand animation is just looping, as it should. Okay. Right step animation just stops right at the beginning, but it doesn't go to the stand animation. It doesn't transition to anything. Same for left. It just starts at the beginning. It does not play. But it has the appearance of something interrupting it. Yet I don't see any animation playing. Let me make sure it's not. There's not something off to the side over here. No. Okay. So if I do a fling plays partially and gets interrupted by stand, which is sort of the behavior that I thought I was enabling with left step and right step, but it appears a little more like it's doing the exact opposite. I don't know, why would it stop it from playing with those settings? I'm gonna punch you. Billy has the same movement problem. Okay, don't play too much with Billy. Yeah, I guess I can put these back and see how they interact. Let me try this. We'll say it goes to next state. I don't know why that might be better or worse, but pretty easy to try it. Still fucked up. And it's actually worse fucked up because it's not doing the left to right. It's not ending up playing any part of the okay. So let's just take both of these and do something else. Back to current state, and let's do ordered interruption. Though I don't see. Anyways, let's just try it. Whoa. Looks like I made the change on one of the two, but not the other. So I guess I should do them one at a time. Oh, this one's saying next state. So put that to current state, do ordered interruption. Okay. So that's working. In theory, it should allow interruption. I'm just considering if I want to apply this to all the other ones. I think let's just try putting them on everything. But in order to do that, I should not be in play mode because it will not retain the settings. Current state ordered interruption. Oh, maybe it does. That's weird. Most things aren't like that. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just go through and do them all. Or all the ones I know should be interruptible. Okay. Ascend. These ones off over here are a little bit special casey. Yeah, let's see. Squashed. Portal. Cower should be interruptible, so I'll go ahead and do that one. A little bit hard to see which one of these I'm getting. Okay, that should be it. Not that one. 2 stand 1 should always be interruptible. Alright, let's see what I fucked up. Still see the idol. Did I lose fling? I lost fling. So fucking janky, weird ass, nonsensical. Friggin' fling? Why would you stop working? So much jankiness, I just don't get it. Like, how do I trust this thing? I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, but how do I even fucking know? Like, what the thing is that I've done wrong. I read the docs, I read the blog, I played with all the settings. They give me different results on every single animation. All I can say is fuck the animation controller. I don't think they did a good job on it. Or maybe it's wonderful, but it's not documented correctly. So, okay, let's try putting some of these things back. Fling. Put you back to none. And I'll see if I can get my fling back. No, I lost my fling now. Well, there's fling. There's fling. There's fling. There's fling. Okay, long fall. It does this thing I hate where it just restarts like partway through. Let's see, what do we got on this? I don't want to be interruptible. to some extent, I'm running out of screen space to see everything. Okay, stand, I don't know if it helped anything at all for me to... set those. So let's just put that back how it was. And out. Okay. Let's see if it retained the other edit I made. Yes, it did. Okay. So what else? Stand. Stand in the place you want. That's none. Okay, well, when does squashed play? Okay, stand, punch. Punch right. All right, I'm going to try that combination. And let's drop some beards in here and let them cause a ruckus. Better yet, let's just save this level and go to one that's got beards in it already. And I gotta remember not to save this, but I'll take M and make her not a pacifist. Don't save this. Oh, this is one where I should probably maximize. It'll be all right. Fall animation worked good. Okay, I'm not seeing any regressions, which is good. I might have even fixed a different bug that pops up every once in a while. It's the one where you get like an extra step or a late step after you press the key. So occasionally there's no fling animation. I don't like that. Oh. Let me think about that. So if I'm standing, see, there it worked. There it worked. Oh, there I saw the extra step. No fling on that one. Yeah, it's nonsensical. Here's how I'm feeling about this. I've had these animation controller bugs for a while. They don't come up very often. So they're probably not to the level of a bug that I would need to fix to release. So I'm thinking of letting them go, with the caveat that if I were to fix them, I would rip out the animation controller and write my own animation controller, because I just don't see reliable behavior. I don't see good documentation. I don't see let's see, which one are you? Okay, sure. It just looks like low confidence code to me, and it's a black box. I don't have the Unity code to look at and figure it out. If I did, I probably wouldn't be happy about it anyways, because it's going to be complex. So it's either a documentation problem or it's a buggy Unity software problem, because there's not enough here to fix it in a way that is productive. So I think I'm going to let it go. But if and when I do circle back to it, it's just going to be rip out the animation controller, write my own. And hopefully I'll be able to do a replacement of just the animation controller, but continue to initiate the animations using the built-in timelines and stuff. It's really just the transitions that give me grief. The animations themselves, when they play back, they look great, and I'm satisfied with the control I've got over those. Alright, so let's not save this because it's got the is pacifist thing on it. Or it doesn't have the is pacifist thing on it. Okay, let's go back to in the egg, because it's possible I did fix that one bug. I'll test with that a little bit, and I'll see if I can say that that is actually a fixed bug. Don't save, don't save, don't save. Nope, didn't fix it. Did not fix it. Did not fix it. Ah! Well, I'm grateful at least that I got a quick repro on that bug instead of having to go through the dash joy moment where I've seen it work correctly 4 times in a row, and the 5th time it's like, nope, still broken. I'm glad to just see it broken right away. Okay. What to do about it? Because I am still bothered by that whole thing. Less so the other problems that I brought up. So for one, let's just go ahead and do a revert on the controller. If I do that, let's make sure that I don't have any windows open for it. Because I don't think any of those changes I made were helpful. So, all right. Good status. What we got? Do a git checkout on the controller. So is there just some way to force an animation to play? Okay, let's see also if that checkout changed the thing. So if it did, then the transition to left step. Yeah, it says none, like it did before. Not mad at that person for writing some documentation that was sorely needed. And whoever was smart enough to update this to include a link to that blog. That was good. I just don't trust this whole thing. I just don't trust it. Okay. Let's try this. Unity. Override animation controller. I thought of a horrible way to make it work. We create like a separate game object for M and only make it visible when I wanted that animation to play, and then play that animation, then it wouldn't have any states to get stuck in. Let's see, what else could I do? I've got the animator. What can I do with the animator? What is the animator? Okay. Maybe there's one where you can clear any current transitions. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Thanks for nothing. It's interesting. This might be worth something. Let's check. I'm just going to read through, I'm going to scan through this whole list, and anything that might apply to my problem, I'm going to add a tab for it. And then I'll go through and read through it. No. Maybe. 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 Don't need anything related to IK. Maybe. I think match target's not what I want, but okay, this might be helpful. This might be very helpful. In fact, I might just try this right away. Reset trigger, that was also one that's potentially useful. It's kind of neat. I think I was trying to do something like this, but in 2D. That's kind of neat. play. That's the one that seems most promising. Okay, we'll do the set action. Animator, let's also do play. I have to get the name exactly right. Is it capital P or lower P? Come on, come on. It is capital P. Boom, okay. I might also try, just to make sure that it actually is doing something, just taking that out and see if it works. We'll see. Nope. Didn't play anything. I always want to do it fast, though. I'm going to look for console error messages besides the stupid Pro Builder ones. Which I get when I use Pro Builder. God, what a pile of garbage this whole stack is. I'm just... Okay, let's try it again. So I want to know if that command does anything at all. This time I'll do it the way that usually doesn't reproduce. Okay. Okay, so I don't think play works. Or I should say probably the controller logic overrides it. So I don't think adding this line below does anything. Is there a way I could disable the controller? Because I'll be satisfied and get this one animation to always play. It could be kind of hacky. Unity, disable animation controller. That's interesting. This is ancient. Alright, well, I may not give up on this yet. So let's try a few things. Animator, stop. No. Maybe rebind. Go look at rebind. Okay, let me just try this to start. exact same way every time. Nope, doesn't do it. What about... I think it's got to be back on though before. Okay. I'm just trying random shit. But I only just want that one animation to reliably play. That's basically it. I don't like it when it looks like a toy doll being thrown up in the air. Okay, that was good. That was good. Now, the problem might still be there. Oh, God. Caught you right in the middle of the load to the next level. All right. This seems a little unlikely to be influencing it, but let me just try. If I get it working, like, let me give myself a number. Let's say if I get it to work 5 times in a row, I'll say that fixed it. Okay. 205. 205. Yes. That's my girl. 3 of 5. Yes. Okay. Okay, then we're going to do one more. And then I'll be 98% sure that I fixed the bug. In a stupid, hacky way, but a fix is a fix. Now let's take this, and I want to figure out, is it dependent upon this little bit here? I don't think it is. I do not think it is. So let's see if I can get maybe 2 more that work. Because I never saw any evidence that that play method actually caused an animation to play. I think the controller overrides it. Oh, interesting. Okay, I got the doll bug. Or it just looks like you threw a Barbie doll up in the air. Okay. Maybe that line of code is needed. Put it back in. I'll run this guy again. Document the hack. Would you just give me a fucking comment highlighting? Unsatisfying. Bug. Problem. And then you. Let's. Okay, so that fixes that. And I'll do what I said I was going to do in that function, which is just check for in this egg portal util anything static that might be of causing an issue. Can I make this be a const? No, cannot. The problem with the static keyword in C# is it means a lot of different things in different contexts. Okay, there's a million static vars in here. And I don't want to follow this pattern ever again of creating a static class and then, as I need state in the static class, just writing a shitload of static vars. It's terrible, terrible practice. It's bad. All right, so these are, I think, all of them. Who's gonna call this? Is it the? Yes, it's the level controller. So I really want to be sure that all the static vars are reset inside of here. So I'm just gonna take a copy of these and put it close. Okay, I'll just delete them as I'm confirmed that they're being set. Don't write code like this. This is bad. But this is so close to being done, and it's kind of like one-off code. So it only plays on the very first level, and I never have to touch that code after it's working and released. And no other code will depend on that code. So it's like I'm not gonna refactor it all. No reason to do that. Okay, detach camera mover. I don't see, oh yeah, here you are. Cool. Landscape start Y. Okay. Drop start time. That one's probably okay, but just to make sure that it's, well, more so I don't have to think about it again. I'm just gonna clear it out explicitly here. Then if I ever go through this exercise again, I will know what's up. Okay, lower egg walls. Okay. I don't actually know of any specific problems. I did see some at some point. I think I'm just going to check. Okay, this is similar to the other one. I'm going to check that all these are set, and then I'll do some retesting. Sound effects. Okay, so portal open sound effect is up here. Portal ready sound effect there. Portal ready start sound effect. Those are good. Audio points. Those would get set later on when you play sound effects, but let's see. I will set them to null explicitly. Okay, start ambient song time. This is one I didn't have before, and it might affect something. There's just some terrible code here. I just got to admit to myself, this is really bad code that I wrote. Okay. That might have fixed a few bugs. It certainly should not have caused any bugs. So I'm only just initializing values to what they would have been the first time this static class was instantiated. And this gets called each time you visit the level. So let's just test with that. In fact, I'll even make up some tests. Actually, the two things you have there should go beneath. Okay, the test cases. Let's do restart level. 5 seconds in. Restart level. After camera drop. Restart level. After song finishes, restart level after portal activated, restart level after portal plunge. Restart level after second song loops. There's two songs there. There's the one with the main melody, and the second one is more ambient, designed to be able to be replayed 5 or 6 times without irritating the fuck out of people. All right, let's do it. I'll wait to see the little C Space Labs logo. There we go. Start over. Cool. So the next test is just getting down to the bottom. Success. Okay, after the first song finishes. Okay. start to loop. Loop. Okay, activated the portal there. Okay, that worked fine. Let's take the plunge. Where am I going to stop it at? Apex. Okay, that is success. So let's delete that. Let's say I don't know of any bugs for the in the egg level. I wonder how hard it would be to do this one. That might make Matt happy, Schick happy. Save that. It's only 7. I can do some more. It's grab bag time. Let's get some bugs fixed. Show text on all levels. So I'll go to the level selector. Yeah, let's close some tabs. That's what the hallway selector. All right, what is it? Level text. Level segment. All right. Okay, just to see if this is a good change, let's put that to true. And that's kind of a hack way of doing it. So let's say to do clean up. Oh, weird. So one thing, the text is all up high. So when the position of the thumbnail underneath is lower, it causes the text to look wrong, like it's floating too high up. So it might be that what I want to do instead is change the height of the level text based on whether it's up or down. I think that's what I want to do. So let me think about that. So level text, it's at 4.1. If I were to look at this, I would find it at 2.1. Okay. Wow, I'm basically doing code like this. So why don't I just move this out of here? Say const float text height. Okay. Oh, but I need not the renderer, but the transform. Is that? Oh, I do have that. Cool. Let's make it be local position. Otherwise, it will be loco position. Sorry. Okay, position. Yeah, just copy code. It's pretty close to the same thing. Okay, then let's look for the level text renderer and see what happens if I just delete it. Make it all go away. Okay. Well, we're going to try it. Okay. Okay, that one's done. I don't know, this one might be hard, to be honest. Let me check this other thing. Detect any key press, not just one specific key, just any. Oh, there is one. Okay. Let me see how hard it would be to add that in. I think I would add a new command called any key. Feels a little hard, to be honest, for a small value. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a won't do on it. Okay, this one would actually be great to fix. Why don't I just fix it for the levels that I know M is on, or her face is on? Because that would be much easier than writing this. And then every other level where I've got a little bit of story stuff in it, I'll end up fixing it there anyways. So let's open a scene. Let's go to, let's see. So Paradise. Oh man, but then these the two levels remaining where that comes up are ones I want to do off stream because they're end levels. They're at the very end. You know what? I could still do it. I can still do it. All anybody's going to see is the starting scene view of the whole thing. I don't even have to hit play. Here, I'll even make it really small so you can't really see it. So we'll go to All Blocks Plateau. It's a huge level. Takes a long time to load. Okay, so the player. These settings are wrong. The way I fix it, pretty simple. I just gotta get the... Alright, I'm being silly. I'm being very silly with this. Wow, so much I revealed just there. I just spoiled everything. It's so spoiled. That's terrible. Everyone, their whole experience of the game has been ruined now. Okay, so let's get to the player. I think that might be a duplicate prefab, which is a little bit dangerous. This is the real one. Yeah, I really don't like this one being here. I guess I kind of no. All right. Let's not solve that right now. But I'm gonna make like a quick note. Player. Extra player prefab inside of meta scene children. See if can safely delete it. That would require me doing like a whole build to check that nothing's referencing it or something like that, and so I'm not going to do that right now. But this one is the legit actual thing. So let's copy that component. Then I come over to face player and I paste the values. And they did change, which is great. Okay. Save that. Go to the very last level. So there's a dog outside that I can get to bark very reliably by just playing one song. That dog hates this song. I don't have to play it that loud. I think it just makes out like a little bit of bass getting through the exterior walls of my house. And that dog will bark every time. And I think I will see if I can get it to bark. You'd say I was torturing that dog, but that dog loves to bark. Okay, save this other very super large level. And that will be how I end the stream, playing the silly song that maybe gets the dog to bark. It's not even a good song. Maybe that's why the dog barks. It's like one of those things where you're just kind of screwing around on your keyboard and it sort of sounds maybe good, but you haven't actually made a good song yet. So here it comes. Disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Kingston, the dog that loves to bark, did not bark. Maybe he knew that I was trolling him and he said, I'm not gonna do that barking. I'm not gonna give that fiend, that monster, what he's asking for. All right. So this is fixed. And I'm not going to worry about writing a level pass updater. Need to start thinking in terms of doing things the good enough way instead of doing it like the super deluxe for all time way. Because I want to release this game. It's important to me. Clicking on a level should let it select. Yeah, so debatable. Okay, let me see how hard it is. Unity, detect, click on game object. Maybe it's super easy. So on mouse over, you are talking Unity, right? Yeah. No, this isn't that hard. Let me do it. So I can either raycast or this other thing, which it's not clear to me if this can just be a method of the game object. Let me look for this on mouse over stuff. Yeah, mono behavior on mouse over. Okay. Let's see. So it would be back on the level selector. Then, let's see, I need the level segment, which is going to be a prefab. So the question is, does this already have game object or anything like that? No. Okay, let's just create one. I don't know what's going to go there yet. So let's do void on mouse over. I don't even know if I need to do on mouse over, or could I not just do on mouse down? Okay. Let's start with just a quick test to see if it can be detected. Okay. So I gotta make sure I can detect the event. If I can, then I'll add the glue to get to the object that would actually do the selection. So let's add this. Okay, then back to the scene. Save it. And I need to rebuild the hallway. So now, when I click on this, yes, it's got the click receiver, okay. So I can read the console more easily. I turn off maximize, hit play. Oh, canceling pre-proc after error, what was there? Well, there shouldn't be any error, or there shouldn't be any pre-proc on this. This is a non. Okay. Let's just clear that. Okay, this is playing right? Okay, cool. Okay, no mouse event there. Maybe there's no collider on it though. Also, the example given used mouse over. So let's go ahead and do on mouse over. All right. I have to go back to the prefab though. I want to see if this particular object is missing a collider, because that would be an example of why it wouldn't receive a hit. Yeah, it's probably gonna need a collider. Okay. Then I go back to the scene, grab the hallway, rebuild, because that's what makes my prefab be applied to all 56 of these little guys. Okay, and do I have a collider? That's the thumb. Level text collider? Yes. Okay. Now I think there's a 71% chance that I get an event for either mouse over or mouse down. No, nothing. Could it be that something else is in front of it? There's the collider, there's the receiver. Should I just ignore that approach and do the ray casting? Because I got my collider. Yeah, let's do one other thing. Let's just put the same receiver thing on the thumbnail underneath. Well, that's the clone. Yeah, come back here. Level segment. That's the thumb. Okay, regenerate the hallway. I don't know. I hate when people say these not working, because the average person asks these questions in such a vague way. It could mean different things. Buoy. Okay. Okay. I can try this one too. No, that also does not work. It felt suspect anyways, if I'm honest. Okay, a lot of junk there. Let's try this other one. What would they call it? Event trigger component. All right. Well, I want, I guess, the segment click receiver on this object. Maybe it needs to be like a static function. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, what? Maybe it's a function that needs a certain signature. Okay, so if we say on pointer down, well, you've got this thing here. So why don't we do pointer down handler, and then you'll say go ahead and implement that. Okay, I feel optimistic. Well, okay. Set it back to none, just in case there's some kind of alright. I don't get it. Wait a minute. Could it possibly call this automatically just because it... I need some examples. I'm guessing too much. Okay, let's add a new event type. Do pointer enter. And yeah, use the same one. Good, cool. Yeah, that seems like maybe it might work. It's conceivable because it could be saying if you are going to receive an event trigger, it just needs to match this interface, this known interface. So it's conceivable that would work. So save that. Go back to the scene. Redo the hallway again. Okay, play. This is another example of a Unity thing that is like turning out to be way more work than it should be. Okay. So let's go look at some garbage documentation. What was the name of the component? Event trigger. And if it only works with GUI, then this probably needs a fucking canvas event system bullshit. Let me see. I could do it this way. I could try that. I'm just trying it like 7,000 ways though, and it's starting to get on my nerves, to be honest. I'm just so it's like, okay, these two don't work. They do not work because it needs to be a GUI object. Well, fuck you for even having that method there then. Like, if that's the reason why it doesn't work, then don't make them general methods of mono behavior. Make them methods of whatever class derives from mono behavior that has the appropriate junk inside of it to hook up the events properly. Right? Don't set me up to fail, you know? It's like those... Yeah, never mind. Ranting is not that valuable. Alright, let's try this. Event trigger, and these have to become overrides. Get rid of that one. Okay, that also means that on level segment, I want to remove the event trigger. Also, that event trigger, it might have worked, except I've also got like two things going here. I should fix that. Okay, so level text has got segment click receiver and the mesh collider, which I'll leave for the moment. I've got no reason to think that that's a problem. Now this one, it might be not receiving anything. Okay, I think I'm making some mistakes here. Definitely forget anything I ranted about. That's not terribly useful. Make sure there's nothing up here. Yeah, see, I put this event trigger stuff all on the top level object, which is wrong. So that might have worked. That might have worked, but I brain glitched it. So now I feel like I owe somebody at Unity an apology. I mean, we both owe each other apologies. There's no question about that. We should just get together and just exchange apologies back and forth in both directions and hug each other and cry and write better code. Back to the scene. Okay, is this... Okay, so this I think is gonna, if it says it's gonna intercept all these events, I don't know I need to add a new event type. So I'm going to try it the most simple way, the way that's recommended by the documentation first. Okay, that did not work. So then let's try explicitly hooking up the events that you may want. Also, runtime only. Okay. That's pointer down. Let's do pointer enter. Didn't change anything down here, so I have no idea. It looks like I actually changed a clone, which is worthless. So let's call that a rehearsal and go to the prefab. And let's take the level text, add in the event types, pointer enter. Pointer down. Okay. Then let's save that. Go back to the scene. If this doesn't work, I'm going to move right on to the ray casting approach. Because I have gotten ray casting to work before. Ray casting should be just fine. This is a little more straightforward too. Like, it's using less things inside of Unity. It's using less things, so that may be the way to go. And oh, don't forget, rebuild. Cool. Play. Nope, still fucked. Okay. Alright. Event trigger, you are garbage to me. I guess I'll leave this in because I'll still need something to call after I succeed in using ray casting to figure it out. But let's remove these. And yoink that. Discard changes, let's just redo it. Okay. Level text. You're good. You still got your mesh collider. Your layer's default, all good. Okay, the thumb. I do not think you need that, so I'm just going to remove it. Okay. Save that. Come back to the hallway. Rebuild. Okay, now what is the thing in this that ends up doing the main update? Probably hallway selector. Well, I'll start with that. Okay, then let me go back to the person that said just friggin' raycast it. That's our old JavaScript code. That's how you know it's ancient. This looks like an old. This looks really old. But that at least is fine. Okay. Where else am I calling raycast? Let me look at. Okay, so you do raycast, pass an array, you say out, hit, and you can give a max distance. So probably do out hit here, and let's just tag is not actually what I want, but let's see. Hit. Don't need the collider. Let's do the name. Wait, it's gonna. What's it gonna return? A hit. Okay. Is there a game object? Well, I mean, I could do collider. Name. That should do it. Okay. Bunch of junk code, but I just want to make sure it works. Then we can clean it up and do all kinds of magic stuff. Did I rebuild this? Doesn't hurt to do it again. Cool. Boy, now that I've clicked on it, I do want to use my mouse wheel. I really want to use my mouse wheel. That'll be the next request. That will definitely be something people want. One thing at a time. And this is a tiny bit tricky because the individual segment doesn't know what it corresponds to. Maybe it does actually. What does it know? It has a level segment script, and a level segment also, I think I just learned something. It's hitting this thing called the lid. The lid is not necessarily anything that should be used. You know what? This is not worth it. It's not worth the time because I'm realizing I'm just getting started on this. Here's what I'm going to give up on. I understand all the things I'd have to do to make this work. I successfully detected the mouse event hitting this thing called a lid. It was probably blocking the clicks from reaching the other things underneath of it. That's probably my issue that I had before. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Okay, what would my next issue be? My next issue would be getting in the plumbing that would say, okay, you clicked on that object. Let's call some component that is on the thing you clicked that will look up its hierarchy a little bit and get to, it'll look up actually just one to its parent, get the level segment component, which has got information about which exact level you selected. Okay, and that would be pretty good. That's about 1 hour away from now that would have all that going without bugs and working. So then the next thing would be, okay, if we're going to initiate the animation that shows the selection, then the whole thing has got to center on whatever you clicked. And if I have normal luck, that would be another hour. And then the next thing would be, you mean I can click on these things, but I can't mouse wheel? Like, it's almost like I'm teasing people if I allow them to click on it, but not let them mouse wheel. So there's another couple hours, a whole half day spent on just adding mouse clicks to something that works just fine. And you never really click on mouse stuff anywhere else in the game. So it's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine without that. Delete this file. I do not need it. Okay, then inside of the hallway selector, let's delete this crap. Okay, but I want to finish on a good note. Let's just find one more thing I can do. It's uneasy. You gotta end on a good note on these things. That's how the machinery works. So you get to go away. Rebuild here. Okay, what else do I have? Something simple, something easy, because my brain is kind of falling apart right about now. Fuck that. Don't need it. Hard. Yeah, that's a little tricky. There's some state management there. What about the levels? This one I can fix. I can fix that one. Save. Open scene. No idea why Unity puts me way the fuck out there every time. Okay, so somewhere around here there's a texture that doesn't match the others. There it is. Now, if I change it on just one side, is it going to affect what's shown elsewhere? This one is always so tricky to figure out. Such a strange geometry I'm putting together here. Okay, no. So this side only visible here inside the level. So I turn off the floor decorator. And then be the same as this, which is metal grid wall. Sure, nothing visible there. Okay, cool. Material editor. Okay. Metal grid wall. Okay, just to make sure I really got it. Let's go down here and see if there's anything else. I think I might be picking up Schick's verbal quirks. I catch myself kind of copying his voice like some weird minor bird, which I think is just, I like how he talks. I think that's what it is. It's not the same thing as making fun of him. Okay, now I'm not going to do this tonight, but everybody complains about this low ceiling because the floor, because the camera ducks under the ceiling here. So when you are doing work here, it's super close. It's like this, and it's also got depth of field on it, so it makes it blurry. So I don't want to do it tonight. I just want to take a look at this. Oh, it's so inconvenient to fix that. So goddamn inconvenient. Okay, so I know these pads cannot go any place without generating massive amounts of work. Like, just start the level over from scratch before you move those pads. So in order to fix that bug, or it's not even a bug, it's just kind of like a quality of life type thing, I think I would need to raise this entire area here. Like, these steps would have to go up. It would probably be enough if I just went up 2 and then raised the floor. Raised all the floor over here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like, you know, remodeling a kitchen where you tear down all the walls, and it's like adding a new room to your house. It's like, it's so much work to fix this. But it's not an unreasonable amount of work. It's just a lot. Just because it sucks to have the camera this low. There's this wall here too. What's that? That's where the stair is. God damn it. Man. That's like 2 hours of work. Alright, not doing it tonight. I was trying to end on a good note too. Why do I have to go look at something else that makes me angsty? Alright, let's say I will leave that for a different session. Make myself feel positive here. I just fixed a bug, damn it. I made it better. I made it better. I ended on a good note. I did. I fixed so many bugs this session. I fixed even a very, very hard bug. Alright. Talk myself down off the wall. Cannot end a session on a bad note. It's like, going to bed after you had an argument, a bad argument with your spouse. You're supposed to not sleep on an argument. That's that kind of feeling. All right. This has been a good stream. Damn it. And I'm stopping it. Damn it. I'm going to keep swearing until I'm happy. Until I'm properly happy. And that probably won't be all the way true until the game is released. Okay. Stopping the stream. Stopping the stream. Stop, stopping it.